Welcome back to Popcorn and Beers. We've got your Butter on Top 5 Nights at Freddy's Part 2, making it 10 Nights at Freddy's. And then, of course, we've got your drunk classic, Under the Same Moon. Let's go. Welcome back to Iron Man's Mom's Pepper's favorite movie podcast. This is Popcorn and Beers, where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs, and we use the stuff that gets you drunk. We've already tapped into our drinks for the day. Somehow it happened in the pre-production meeting. But of course, we've got your Butter on Top to start 5 Nights at Freddy's, making it 2 terrible arrivals for 5 Nights at Freddy's in the Butter on Top category for Popcorn and Beers, because this one was no better. This time we had somebody that needed anti-slip Skechers restaurant shoes in Josh Hutcherson, as he just slips and falls all over the place in this movie, probably like 17 unnecessary times. We get introduced to another member of the Lillard family that ran this terrible, horrifying animatronic nightmare that was an imposter on Chuck E. Cheese. And then, of course, we've got an annoying little girl that goes by the name of Emma Abby, I don't know, generic little white girl movie name. She is the catalyst again. Little Emma Abby, generic girl name.
Little Emma Abby!
She again finds herself in the stronghold of the animatronic cowboy duck and the wolf and the weird, creepy bear. How do we keep getting here, Emma Abby? How do we keep getting here? I don't understand how we keep getting here. Everyone in your family almost died, and you only have one family member, which means you're almost down to no family members, and you went back. Look, I don't understand it. Why do you keep going back, Emma Abby? Anyway, she finds herself back in a new location, because apparently this was a franchise. Okay, and this is the original location. This time with a moat. It's filled with a moat this time in 5 Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Have you guys ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese with a moat that wasn't filled with balls?
What now?
Whoa. Filled with what? Dude,
sorry,
but that
I didn't
water...
mean at Neverland Ranch. I meant like at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Kids just peeing
Josh
into that.
Josh didn't like that joke. Josh did not appreciate that joke at all. You know what he did? Josh, after I made that joke silently, he went, hee hee.
No, I went, 2004 called. They want the joke back.
No, it was a ridiculous movie that did not need a sequel, and now we're gonna get a trilogy for absolutely no reason. Yep. We've got the same animatronic robots. They were not creative enough to create anyone new except for one, which I'm sure Jordan's gonna talk about, so I don't want to steal his thunder. But
how do you know?
Again, we have 6'5" Lurch that apparently walks very softly in the middle of the forest, sneaking up on a ghost hunter crew that really kicks this movie off.
Right. He looked like a slippery little bastard, though.
He is. And he's cowardly too. Mm-hmm. He's kind of cowardly as well.
I want my beginning
back. You fully expected him at some point to be like, grab my strong hand.
Yeah.
With this movie, again, I don't know why we needed it. There was no story, and you're gonna hear me complain about this over and over and over again, like a Nelly song. You don't need an hour and 10 minutes of setup for a movie that is a sequel. It's literally unnecessary. We know. Yeah. Just shows. Oh, there was another location. Okay, we're gonna put this thing in rewind. We're gonna reverse it back, and we're gonna do it again. Okay, cool. Yep. Let's do it again. This theater was filled with kids, Josh. Filled with children.
Blame public education and TikTok for the attention span loss.
They like things on repeat, and they like things that they can mimic. So there was tons of kids here, like tons of kids in my theater. And then I remember it was PG-13, and it's going to be a terribly boring movie. They go for some jump scares. They never really find their story. As far as I was concerned, I got what they were going for, but I never really landed ever throughout this film. I'm going to give this movie less than a popcorn. 5 Nights at Freddy Part 2 for me is a half bag. Jordan, what did you think?
Yeah, I give it a popcorn, man. The theater was full for a Friday at noon. A lot of kids apparently skipping school to go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Where are your parents?
Josh Hutcherson behind all of the.
Wow, still managed to get it to go off in the middle of the show. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Josh Hutcherson, honestly, I don't. It's been going off for like 2 weeks and we have no idea what it is.
And I'm the old guy. And I'm the old guy that wasn't able to find. Anyway.
Josh Hutcherson behind this press junket thing, right? Where he leans into like, this is my thing. This is my franchise, my passion project that I get to be a part of. And kind of Lillard does that too, but like you buy it from Lillard kind of, because he's like that quirky guy. Like he's like, he actually plays the game and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hutcherson,
he doesn't need this as a passion project.
There's like a pain behind his eyes, I think, or he's like, how did I get here? How did I get
was
here?
in Hunger Games, man.
Yeah.
He was such a promising child star.
Yeah, man. You might feel a little bad for him, but hey, he's still in movies, he's still getting the check. Good on you. Fry mentioned the character, the new animatronic that is brought in that has no relation. They really have to spell out this connection that this new animatronic has, because thematically it doesn't fit at all, right? These are these Chuck E. Cheese animal robot things, and now we got this like really creepy evil puppet thing,
Marionette.
the marionette, right?
Yeah, and they're so heavy-handed with it too, Jordan, with the it pulls strings. Yeah.
But it is like, it definitely makes for like the way it looks and the way it like possesses people and how they look when they're possessed, right? It makes for like the actual scariest, creepiest part of the movie. But this is just a bunch of nothing. The game that it's based on is quirky. It's doesn't really have a lot of depth to it.
No.
But they do things, from what I've seen of like a kid playing this game, they did add some elements that were like pretty true to the thing that just didn't translate well. Like the whole mask thing, like, oh, put the mask on real quick and they go away, right? It's just like, come on.
They could have like made it Christmassy though too. They could have made it like, I could have written this in like, kids love to celebrate Christmas at Five Nights at Freddy's. Little did they know that there was another location that made Christmas a nightmare. Like there was a way to make an actual story out of it, is what I'm saying, Josh. I'm not saying it was going to be good, and it wasn't good the way it was. So,
all right.
Like, make a little elf instead of a marionette.
That would have made a little bit more sense, I guess. But yeah, this movie sucked. Don't know. There's going to be like a Five Nights at Freddy's 10 in space, right?
Yeah,
it's going to happen. So just get used to it. All right.
I think it's on Josh's
part of our lives
list.
now.
I think it's on Josh's list of movies to see this year before the year ends.
Freddy's? Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Now, we had a drunk classic, and Jordan, I just have to say this, bleep you for giving me emotions on just, a Saturday night and a Sunday morning, because I had to split it.
We caught a song!
I lost it with Carlito! It got me every single time. But Josh, what did you think of Jordan's pick for drunk classic, Under the Same Moon?
5 Goes Northwest. Very good film. Very heartfelt, very dipped in the culture, which I love as a white man. Beautiful film. It really was. It was oversweet, but it was also very real, showing you the dark side, not like the dark twisted side, but like the reality of the border and that whole situation. And like, one guy said that nobody wants this life. Your mom didn't choose to go over there. She had to for you. Like, nobody wants to be a tomato picker. That's just what happens. So the reality of it is tough. You feel real fear when the La Migra they come around. And I thought great acting. I loved the validation of who's the guy that helped him along the way.
Eugenio
He,
Derbez.
he
He
gets
plays
to be a hero. That's
Enrique.
good. All the characters were good. It was well written, pretty good acting, very believable, very honest, and I thought the whole thing was great. It's a popcorn and two for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like that's good of you. I'm gonna give it a popcorn and one. I mean, it was the acting was a little bit and there was some over the top scenarios, but man, this movie goes from child trafficking. And it
Yeah.
goes all the way through that to what it's like to have to get a job, to what it's like to find friends, to the people you need around you, to having to trust heroin addicts because you don't know they're heroin addicts because you've never seen a heroin addict before.
Yeah.
It sleeping outside on benches, finding seedy motel rooms, getting stalked, like all kinds of stuff happened in this film. Getting fired by awkward, androgynous, maybe British, maybe European, German, but definitely not white American blonde ladies
Oh
for
yeah.
no reason. What are you gonna do? Call the police? You're illegal,
No.
aren't
Right.
you? Like,
Sheesh.
Yeah.
it was most hated character. I think she can go right up there with worst characters in a movie of all time. Not because it was
Yeah, like,
poorly acted, just because she's
Paul
awful.
Dano in the 12 Years a Slave. Same thing, right?
Speaking of that, bleep you, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
Like,
callback.
you don't need nobody needs to catch all your strays because you're getting old and you're questioning your own mortality and self-worth.
Yeah. Go
But
suck a foot.
oh, he will do that gladly. How about the chemistry between Eugenio and Adrian, who played Enrique and Carlos? One of my favorite
Yeah.
scenes in the whole movie is in that kitchen when they have the singing match. When the singing match is more of a screaming match while they're singing the song against each other. And
That's
it's
good.
almost like a weird version of The Odd Couple, right? Like these two together. And it just sort of works out. Again, I'm going to give this movie a popcorn on one, but there's so many powerful scenes from when the farm gets raided by the immigration police to they couldn't let this kid have 8 minutes. You know, there's 8 minutes left in the movie, and they're like, let's throw one more thing in him. LAPD. That worked out for Rodney King. But
No.
it just over and over again, this poor kid goes through it. Like it's heavy. It was
Just a
it was
life
a
of
good
trauma.
movie, but there's a lot there. Popcorn and one. Jordan, you chose to let the audience view this movie with us. Why did you pick Under the Same Moon?
It was just it's a really refreshing, um, heartfelt look at the experience going on, of Mexican people on the border. It gets away from this thing where all movies about the border and immigration and all that have to be like either an action movie where you got like a Rambo going to fight the cartel,
Yeah.
or a scary movie about, some weird crazed border hunter or whatever, The
Right.
Purge. Or it's a comedy, about a plucky Mexican guy coming over here to cause hijinks and whatnot. Cheech Marin or something,
Yeah, born in East LA.
Yeah, that's it. So how about that strawberry Pop-Tart, man, with jalapenos in it?
Yeah.
Early in the
son.
movie. Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to try it as soon as.
Paco.
Breakfast of
Okay.
Champions.
We pointed out a little bit of every character, man, but how about Paco? Poor Paco.
Paco.
Right? I feel like she plays with him a bit. He's trying, he means well, and he seems sincere and all that. Like, I mean,
It's a real good guy.
yeah, man.
Yeah, but you gotta give her credit. She just wanted to be a mom. Like that was her. She was there to be a mom. She wasn't there to find somebody.
Yeah.
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 Two real ones sometimes. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that good line. First they screwed the natives, then the slaves, and now us.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You get the music. The whole movie is soundtracked by a famous group called Los Tigres del Norte. And they have a featured song in here called Superman Isn't Illegal. Which it's hilarious. Yeah. I'm sure it's like on YouTube or something. You go and like listen to the words of it. It's great.
It's true.
Yeah, it's great. He came here from another land. Whatever. It was good. It's good. Enrique. Poor Enrique. He comes through for him, man, in the end. and
Yeah.
you feel so bad. It's like, man, can we circle back and throw him a bone at the end of the movie or something or something? You just wish that he had a better
Yeah.
ending. It's like I
Very
want
sad.
to make sure he ended up okay.
But
Uh,
he ended the movie smiling, so there's something there.
Yeah.
yeah. And how about that ending? The ending.
Yeah.
What do we think?
The
Yeah,
crosswalk.
dude, the whole crosswalk thing, like that's like the whole movie summed up in 20 seconds. It was really beautifully done.
Yeah,
Metaphor.
Literally done.
leaving that emotional reunion to the imagination
Yeah.
was just cinema. I feel
Mhm.
like you as like that's as artsy as I like to go. That's my boundary for like artsy in a film. Like,
Well, welcome to Oscar season, Jordan.
yeah, I hate when a movie tries to make you heavily infer your
Yeah.
own ending to it and message and
Right.
whatnot and
So
emotion at the end of the movie.
obviously the kid didn't get hit by a truck. Like they do
R-
hug.
It was a
Right.
car. It was a Honda
Right.
Civic.
It was a Honda Civic with a spoiler in the back, man. Speaking of movies, though, like I hate it when a movie does that one trope, that scene where they're in the same room but they don't see each other and they walk right by each other. Get that crap out of here, dude. Like I'm tired of seeing this. It's so lazy. It's cheap writing. It's the equivalent of he's right behind me, isn't he? I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot in this movie in terms of a score. Like, I'm glad you pointed out the soundtrack because I did not notice that. Or in terms of effect, this is really just a story that the writer and director wanted to tell. There was
Yeah.
not a ton thrown into it. It's a story that we want to tell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I got from this.
Yeah, I feel like this is mandatory cultural watching, especially nowadays. Like,
Yes.
sit
Yes.
your uncle, your grandpa, whoever down and make
Yeah.
them watch this movie.
Get Jethro a mayonnaise sandwich and make him watch.
Yeah, exactly. So I give this a popcorn and 2 as well. I want to give this a popcorn and 3 sentimentally,
Bless
but
you.
it's a popcorn and 2.
Yeah. Well, I
Honda
mean,
and
it's good
two.
writing, it's heartfelt, all this stuff, but it doesn't like. It's heartfelt. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know how we do things on Popcorn and Beers. We take the 2 highest scores and throw out the lowest score. So I guess I will leave. No, I. uh, Obviously, we've got to get on to what we were watching this week, and it is a huge, packed schedule. I'm afraid of what Jordan's going to be able to watch on his Christmas break. Like, that's what I'm starting to get afraid of as he continues to barrel through different seasonal
Yeah.
classics. Like, he's in his bag right now from Halloween to
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah.
So, Jordan, why don't you lead us
He's got
off
a
with what
baby.
you were watching?
Okay, I'm going to lead us off with this Christmas movie, this holiday movie. It's a hit on Amazon Prime. Okay, it's a new movie called Oh, What Fun. Okay.
What
Mhm.
fun! I
And-
saw the poster for that. Okay.
Yeah, this I did not want to watch this, but I was like, my wife, it's
My wife.
she buys
Nice.
into Halloween spooky season. She indulges me and we just all October we just watch scary movies. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay, and I don't really do too much of that throughout the rest of the year. I spare us from that. She's not a big horror fan. I love it. So again, with the Christmas movie thing, like, yes, I love the classics. Okay, I like Elf. I like whatever,
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
classics. One time, I'll watch Elf one time in December. So save it for closer to actually Christmas Day. Like,
Oh no.
save it to the end of December, right? Let's not spoil it early. I
could
can't watch the
probably
same
watch
movie.
Elf over and over again. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I have already, and I didn't bother reviewing it.
it's
I think I
it
have
might
too.
be one of
I
my
watched it.
favorite Christmas movies ever.
I've watched it 3 times already.
Santa.
Anyway.
Hope you find your
dad.
I'm like, okay, I want to find a new Christmas movie or just something
Mhm.
new. And they're a dime a dozen. Like they're
Yeah.
just, you're flooded with them. And more 9 times out of 10, they're terrible. Terrible, cheesy,
Yeah.
hallmarky slop. But this, okay, I was intrigued by. We got a good cast, a stacked cast. We got vets and up and comers. Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay.
Oh, I've heard of her.
Michelle Pfeiffer. She is the star of this. We've also got Dennis Leary, Eva Longoria, Jason Schwartzman.
Wes
Uh,
Anderson's favorite.
Exactly, his favorite child.
Best friends.
Chloe Grace Moretz,
Yeah.
Felicity Jones,
Wow.
and Dominic Sessa from the Holdovers. Okay, newcomer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's great, man. He really shines in this stacked cast.
Okay.
This is a Christmas movie about the unappreciated mom's perspective, right? She points out early in the movie, all these Christmas movies are always about the dad and his drama and his perspective, whether it's Elf, whether it's The Family Man,
Yeah.
Jingle all the way.
all of them. Yes, all of them. They're
Phil
all
Hartman
from
is a dick in Jingle All the Way, trying to hook up with Arnold's wife.
Oh, these
Anyway.
cookies.
But yeah, so it's that perspective, and I kind of was like, okay, right, and that's exactly her point. Is like, really, is that the perspective? But it's good, man. I was surprised. This is a good movie. This is it's a fresh take. It's hilarious throughout.
Is the
Throughout.
mom
Okay.
played by Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes,
Wow, what a crazy trajectory from being the woman of my dreams and as Michael Keaton's
She's still
Catwoman.
is
to
very
the
much
mom.
could be the woman of your dreams. She
She's
looks
so beautiful.
fantastic. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She's like wine.
Yeah.
The original Catwoman.
There are some tropey underlying, like the family issues that each character is having is tropey, but again, they do enough with it that's fresh. That's like, it's funny. They do it a little bit better than a lot of other movies do it.
Very good.
So I was just really caught off guard maybe by how funny this was. The thing is, the thing I gotta like knock about it is just like Michelle Pfeiffer, the thing that she really wants is like this weird validation from some TV woman she doesn't know.
Wow.
Like, really, that's the thing that she's after. And it's like, oh, come on. That's just, it doesn't fit
That's
exactly.
like a kind of a dude thing, sort of.
Yeah. And then there's like Eva Longoria plays said TV like Ricky Lake type Ellen lady. And like, but it's weird because in the movie she has like a popped blood vessel in her eye. I think it's like she actually has it and they're trying to hide it, but it's very distracting whenever she's in a shot. There's no like, it's not part of her character. There's no explanation for it. But I'm like, oh God, Eva, what happened to you? They couldn't like CG that, or I don't know. Yeah, she got
Give her
poked
some
in the eye.
contacts.
Yeah.
I guess you can't have a contact in your eye when you have a blood vessel. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah,
Oh,
blah,
dang it.
blah, blah,
Now there's
blah.
two of them on this show. First Josh did it. Now I did it. Now I'm doing it myself.
Mike Birbiglia.
So go watch this, man, for like a new, fresh holiday movie this year. This is the one.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a.
That's something.
I'm gonna give it a popcorn, and I think I'm gonna give it a popcorn too. I'm gonna sneak it. I'm gonna sneak it into a popcorn and two. This
Very
is one
good.
that I was like, it was over. I was like, I really enjoyed that, and I could watch that every year. This could be part of the rotation for sure.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. So,
So,
oh, what fun! Amazon Prime.
oh, what fun. I got to the theater and I saw, again, if you've been following us for the 3 years we've been on air and we're already set, we're a stacked cast for season 4. So I hope you like us because we're coming back. But, and stay tuned in the coming weeks. Our producer, Josh, has made a demand of us and I have to flip through all my notebooks and find my favorite drunk classic and my favorite butter on top. So if Josh could provide me a list, that'd be fantastic. So I don't have to find it. But it is Oscar season, and you guys know by now I try to watch every single nominated film before I do my Oscar picks because I have some fun. I enter some Oscar pools, and I've won one. I take a lot of pride in that. I tied in another, and then one last year I got annihilated. Last year I just got the floor went with me. Like I was like, oh, I was bad. So this year I'm trying to get these films in. So we've already gotten, Wicked for Good, One Battle After Another. I've probably done some other ones here, but I got to the theater and saw Sentimental Value. And I didn't get to say this part, but guys, I accidentally watched the full Spanish version of Under the Same Moon. Like no English subtitles. Yes. It was a rough watch. But luckily I got like, 40 to 60%, somewhere in there. I'll give myself 20%
Okay.
grace
Yeah.
as far as the dialogue was concerned. This is mostly Norwegian. It's about 75% Norwegian and then like 25% English, which plays a role. Which plays a role because up for best supporting actor right now with Sean Penn. They are neck and neck in the odds right now. Sean Penn, for One Battle After Another, is a very good, terrible father in Stellan Skarsgård. He plays it so well, that absent father that kind of thinks he was there. And you got to understand why I was gone. I was following my dreams. I was making movies. I wasn't always not around, like
I
that
was
guy,
chasing
right?
black girls.
Like he does a fantastic job. And then we've got Renate Renziv. I think that's how you say her name. There's also some Swedish in this movie, by the way, because
Swedish?
his mother's from Sweden. So I actually had to Google something. I had to look up the German occupation of Norway because they even touch on some World War II stuff. And I had to like
Ooh.
start reading about it in the middle of the movie because they touch on it. And for me, up for best supporting actress, and I'll go over where she stands, is the sister that plays Nora in the pardon me, not Nora, Agnes in the movie. Nora's the lead. It's Renee, but I cannot pronounce her name, so please like bear with me because I believe she's Norwegian, but it's Inga Eidsdatter Lilies, and she stole
Very
the
good.
movie for me personally, like because they utilize her because she's a historian to kind of tell the story of the father's mother and what happened leading to the writing of this movie and why they think the movie's kind of more about the character Nora. And you got to be in and you got to be willing to read because it's an emotional movie, and I think there's this tells a story for a lot of people that have absent parents that believe themselves to be in your life, but they were like, yo, you were, I love you, but you did not exist the way you think you did. You're living your thoughts in nostalgia. Like what you think happened didn't happen. We didn't have the same experience. Not everyone's having fun here. And I felt like Agnes, like she's so good every time she's on screen that I feel bad that she's in a loaded best supporting actress category
Yeah, it's
because
tough.
yeah, she was so good in the movie. Like every scene to me with Renee, and I got to watch her other film from last year, Worst Person on Earth, because she was also nominated for that last year. And I heard that's just an amazing. I just didn't ever have a moment to sit down and only read subtitles because it's another foreign language film that was up for a bunch of Oscars last year. I'm gonna make a prediction for this. It's a powerful story. It's told through the lens of this house essentially because a lot of the movie takes place in this house and it's been handed down through generations. And she kind of follows in her father's footsteps. Now I'm talking about Nora. And that's the reason why he thinks he has a connection with her, because he's like this great director. But she doesn't feel the same. And introducing to the story Elle Fanning, who also kills it. You got 3 women in this movie just murdering their roles. So like they're doing great. And each one of them is nominated too. And again, I'm going to tell you the nominations from this movie, and I'll be really quick about it. It's really good. And if you're just willing to read subtitles, like Bong Ho Joon said, or is it Bong Joon Ho? Bong Ho Joon? One more time.
Don't you know?
Okay, thank you. Bong Joon-ho said, if you're just willing to read subtitles, those little 2 inches at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see some amazing movies. And this was a fantastic movie, really heartfelt. I think in my notes I put it was beautifully tragic. I could tell you here because like at the end of the day, you still have that tension between the two. Like we get some resolution, but you can still like it's so well acted by these actors, Stellan Skarsgård and Nora, that you could still kind of feel it. You feel a resolution, but you could still like in the way they're acting with each other, kind of feel that tension coming off of them at the same time. So for me, yeah, most beautifully powerful and tragic films all at the same time. It tells a billion stories, but it doesn't do it sloppily. You're getting a lot of different stories, but it's told in a concise way. You can follow it. You're not like, man, this film is all over the place. And it's a tale of what you believe loyalty should be as you age. So I'm going to give this a popcorn and 3 for me for sentimental value
Wow.
really quickly. It's a movie though. You got to understand, it's a movie. It's not like it's not eye candy. You're gonna have to watch a movie.
You're watching a movie. Yeah, okay.
What? There's no Hulk in this movie?
Oh, where's the Hulk?
So best picture right now, odds fourth, but only behind number one by 1%.
Wow.
Best director, fourth right now, far off though. He's probably not gonna win. Best actress, she's rated number 2, off by 3%. I haven't seen Hamnet yet, so I can't speak to that. I don't want to see it, but I'm going to have to. And then we go all the way down to Best Supporting Actress, Elle Fanning and Igna. So the sister Agnes and Elle Fanning, both up. Elle Fanning's currently ahead, but I really think those should be flip-flopped. I really think that Igna killed that role. Stellan Skarsgård has just recently passed Sean Penn for number 1 on Best Supporting Actor. And it's up for Best Original Screenplay at number 2 on that list. So get to the theaters. Jordan, what was next for you, sir?
Yeah, I watched Matt Rife Unwrapped, a Christmas crowd work special on Netflix.
Christmas crowd work special, huh?
Yeah. And I have not, of course, we're all familiar with Matt Rife, that guy who pops up on your like Facebook feed all the time.
Thankfully, not so much anymore.
Like the algorithm force fed the ether Matt Rife.
Yeah, industry plant for sure.
And I have not watched like one of his actually produced specials.
Okay.
This was the first one. And it was, honestly, I kind of laughed throughout it.
Okay.
I laughed. Okay.
He's not funny. It's just.
Yeah. It just feels dirt. It just doesn't feel right. He has a good joke. Okay. He has it's very racy, his stuff. Okay. It's edgy. It's crude, it's really not for everybody, but he talks about like, oh, what are some Christmas traditions you do, right? He's going through the crowd doing his thing. What are some Christmas traditions? And somebody goes, we do white elephant. He's like, oh, great. We is that where you steal the gifts? And they're like, yeah, you steal the gift from people and whatever. And he's like, is there such thing as a black elephant? Oh, let me guess, that's where the gifts are already stolen, right? Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get with this this special. That's it in a nutshell, right? He brings up a guy from the crowd that's a magician, that does a card trick that's like really cool, and like it's great, right? We all love magic, so there's that. It's a little bit
Magicians
of stuff
suck. Remember that sketch?
And he addresses the whole like plant accusations, like, oh, every show I do, people are like, that guy's a plant. It's got to be a plant.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be talented.
Yeah. So, but look, I was entertained. I laughed a bit throughout it. So hey, yeah, guilty pleasure here. But it's pretty lame. It's Christmas. A stand-up special does not need to be holiday themed. I don't know. I don't do holiday these holiday specials with like
you just do the Halloween special.
I guess, but like
yeah, okay. I'd love to see a Halloween themed stand-up special.
I tried to watch like, for
just
example,
Dave Chappelle in a Scream mask.
The
motherfucker.
I tried to watch the Sabrina Carpenter Christmas special thing, and like I bailed so fast. So fast. I was like, I don't even want to like comment on I don't want to give my thoughts about it, honestly, because I'll just sound like a pig. Like not like I'm a creep, but like I'll just sound sexist. And so
exactly. So like let me preface by saying I like Sabrina Carpenter. I like her stick. But
I don't.
Her stick is
I love
kind
Sabrina
of
Carpenter.
Her stick, like his stick, is kind of. I'm just a little whore.
Yeah.
But I like. It's fun though. It's. That sounds sexist. But I'm not trying. You know what I mean?
She leans into it though. I don't think she shies away from that.
She leans into it. Double entendre.
I like her, but that's just. If I had to describe her to an alien, That's
Sorry,
what I was
she
saying.
has banger after banger after banger,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2 hit albums in a row. She does music videos with the biggest stars around. Like she had Coleman Domingo in one of her music videos. She
Yeah.
had Jenna Ortega in her music video. Like, and that song's also, both those songs are bangers. So I don't know, man.
No, she makes hits, and I dig
Taste
it.
is one of my favorite songs of like the last 10 years.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
Moving
Matt
on.
Rife gets a
Whatever. You like
popcorn.
Matt, but I like Sabrina Carpenter. Leave me alone.
Popcorn for that. Matt
Popcorn.
Rife.
Popcorn for
popcorn.
that. Josh, what were you watching?
Going back to your last review, I got a tragically beautiful for you. Beautifully tragic. The movie's called Sovereign. It was a hit at Sundance. I heard about it through NPR radio.
I do want to watch this.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another cultural must watch for Americans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Offerman's the lead, and he plays a sovereign citizen. And are you guys familiar with that term?
Yeah. Doesn't want
Right.
to pay taxes. Doesn't believe in the
Yeah,
laws. And
Right.
whatever.
He's not a citizen of America. He's a sovereign citizen of himself.
Yeah.
And this explores that world, and it's really something. It's really something.
I want to watch
Like-
this so bad now, especially now that you're talking. Like, I just was waiting for somebody else to watch this and
Dude.
affirm that this isn't going to like waste my time. Like, but I
No,
can
yeah,
imagine
it's-
what this is, and I want to see it so bad.
Parts of it are real bone chilling, dude. Just
Yeah.
the way that you can talk yourself in circles and believe some things that are just ridiculous. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about a whole lot of the movie, but it's beautifully tragic. It has a really good mirror of about there's Nick Offerman, and then his mirror is Quaid. So Quaid is the opposite of Offerman, and Quaid plays a real hard ass cop, and it shows it's toxic. It's toxic in a way that like you can poison your mind with bullshit.
It's toxic in the way that Dennis Quaid himself is
Yeah,
toxic.
yeah.
The Fox News
Yeah,
shill.
Dennis Quaid as himself
Yeah.
in this movie. But yeah, he plays a real hard ass cop father figure, blah blah blah, and it shows throughout the movie. It sprinkles in the fact that these are basically the same personality with different circumstances. But that's neither here nor there. The movie is about the sovereign citizen and a relationship with his son, and the son's dealing with the fact that he's stuck with this guy that doesn't believe in taxes or driver's licenses or the bank or money. But the whole time he's such a hypocrite. And he talks about how money's made up and blah blah blah. We've all heard that argument and how silly it is. But then he goes to the casino, and you know what I mean? Like, you're playing half the game right here. You know what I mean? You're playing the game halfway. But then when it doesn't apply to you, you get mad. And he uses this and takes advantage of people, takes their money, gives these talks to these poor people that are like, the bank's trying to take my house. And he's like, oh, don't worry about that. You're a sovereign citizen. You just got to do this and blah, 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 blah. It's kind of funny. He has to go to court, and he recognizes himself as a representative of himself. And the court's like, so you're not actually here? No, I'm just a representative of myself. And then he goes through all this rigmarole, this fake policy, blah, blah, blah. And the judge eventually is like, I'm not doing this. And he just leaves. And so Nick Offerman's like, oh, you're abandoning ship? You're abandoning ship? You're abandoning your post, you coward. Okay, well, as a sovereign citizen, I take authority here. Case dismissed. And so he pardons himself. There's a whole thing, but all of it is very real. It is very kind of hard to watch. The tone reminded me of The Wrestler,
Yeah.
And buddy, I really think you got to watch it, both of you and everyone. This is beautifully done, and Nick Offerman kills it, dude. Kills it.
Seems
My
like a
favorite
role for
line
him.
that he made, a very Nick Offerman line. He goes, "Mendacity," which means you're a liar. Mendacity. Yeah, this is a popcorn and one movie. No, I'm gonna go popcorn and two because they could have killed the dog. They could have killed the dog, and they didn't kill the dog.
I will
on
tell
them.
you, it's not up for anything. I just cruised through the Oscars list.
Yeah,
It's
that's
nothing. Not
I believe
actor,
it.
not.
I believe it. I think it flies completely under the radar. It won something at Sundance or something, but anyway, yeah, check it out. I had to rent it.
So I watched Jay Kelly, starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler. It is, I mean, because it's George Clooney, it's going to get Oscar buzz. I don't know that it should. I mean, it is. The story is centered around an actor that's essentially going through a midlife crisis. What's up, Cheeto? Uh, and it's really just an homage to George Clooney. So it's a fictional actor, and George Clooney is essentially like paying himself and like kind of putting all of his regrets into the film, so much so that the whole end of the film is like a montage essentially of George Clooney films, which I found I thought that was a cool way to shoot it because he's portraying an actor that his whole life, and there's a powerful line that's the movies that we've done is the timeline of our lives. Like that's, and I was like, that's pretty cool. And they sit around this table and they're talking, him and a director that he was friends with are having a conversation, and the director talks to him about, yeah, that's, I mean, literally they're going back, oh, that was the year we did this movie, or that was the year we did this movie, as Jordan freaks out because his cat almost knocks over all this stuff.
Yeah.
Cats are evil creatures. Like they will mess with you for no reason. Really sad opening sequence between Jay Kelly and John Schneider. I gotta look up the actor so you guys can see who the actor is, as they talk about their lives and how it's lived through their roles. And the whole time they're talking, the character of John Schneider is trying to say, hey, if you just help me, if you just put your name on this project, I can get this project made. And it comes out later that John Schneider was the whole reason why he got his start in film. And he became this massive actor, is he cast him. He's the first person to ever cast him. And then you have to think back to, oh my God, he kept saying he wouldn't even attach his name to a role, even in an ancillary character, simply to get a movie made for somebody that literally he probably could owe his entire career to. And that goes on all the way through, where he doesn't even realize, while he's trying to humble himself and kind of recognize stuff around him, he's still being a jerk to the people that care about him. It is hard for me, however, to sit back and go, let me feel sorry for you because you made choices. No, I'm not a hater of the choices you made. They got you to where you are. You're famous because of the choice you made, but I'm not going to sit here and empathize with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody makes choices. I'm not going to feel bad for you because the choices you made pulled you away from your family. You made those choices. Everyone's choices have consequences. So this film didn't really appeal to me in the way I think it wanted to. Dialogue is really good. Adam Sandler is right now 6th in odds for Best Supporting Actor in this movie. And I think we need to recognize, when Adam Sandler puts his big boy pants on, dude can act. Like,
Dude, when he wants to, he can put down.
Yeah, he's a good actor. And he plays this character that's kind of, he's helped the actor go through everything, get all of his roles, keep him on time his whole life. And he's like, don't you just want to give me a little bit of credit for helping you? We've been on this journey together. We both did it. And he's like, I did it. And he's like, no, I've been there for you. I've been your friend. And he goes, friends don't take 15%. And I'm like, it's such a dick move, because like, he listed all these crazy things he did that's probably worth way more than 15%. His time, like, he's literally dedicated his whole life to you and his family's life. He literally leaves an event, I'm not going to tell you what event, that he's having with his family, that he told you about, that he had to attend earlier in the family because you have a crisis and you won't let him not show up. So George Clooney plays that smug role well, right? That's what we get from him throughout the, just really smug, trying to be humble, but not noticing that even in humility, you're kind of a dick. And Adam Sandler's right there with him, with that kind of empathetic character that can't give up empathy even for his own good. So for Jay Kelly, I'm going to give it a popcorn 1, and you can catch it on Netflix. It's not a bad movie, but again, it's not, somebody like me is not going to look at that and be able to empathize with the notes of this film. Jordan?
Yeah, I watched another new Amazon Prime original. Okay, this was called The Merchants of Joy, and it was a documentary about 5 families that essentially controlled the New York Christmas tree industry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
True story?
True story. True, real people. Okay. So these families, they also run the pumpkin patches and like Valentine's Day flower stands. And it's
Strange mafia to be
almost
a part of.
right. It is
You want
like
some fucking
that.
pumpkins? You want some pumpkins?
It is like that. It sounds cartel-y, and one of the figures in this, one of the people is probably wrapped up in something like that. I'll get to that. But the other four are just like families. They're just families and they have just
Caught in the
grown.
crossfire.
What?
Just because it's they're not in the mob, they're not in the mafia, so
Yeah.
they're gonna get shaken down at some point, right?
Well, okay. So these four families, okay. You get an adorable old man and his son, who is the heir to the business, right? And let me tell you, this guy is the embodiment of like America, the spirit and all of that, like Christmas, everything. This guy is an absolute gem. And really, oh man, his story is just incredible, worth the watch alone. This guy, you get the most obnoxious stereotype New York guy you will ever see. Everything that he has to say is just obnoxious. Like he's
How's the
obnoxious.
accent?
I'm not gonna do it. I don't know. because it's not just a New York accent. It might come off just a little bit racy, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, we don't need a Jungle Love accent going on.
He just the whole movie is just like every time he comes into the thing, he's just talking about how he can't get a girlfriend. Yeah, it's just it's too much. You get an old upstate rural New York farm family, okay, with a daughter that is taking the business from her retiring mom and dad. You get a lady from the Jersey Shore with diarrhea of the mouth that also owns a hot sauce and exotic meat store, which are like a thing. Anywhere you go, right? Any kind of touristy place you go, you have been inside of one of these, right? Where they're selling like gator jerky and kangaroo jerky and crazy hot sauces, right? I don't know what the Ponzi scheme is that's behind these, but like they're everywhere and there's never people in them. Like it's always just you in there and the person's like half asleep and like, oh, hey, I got a customer, and you never buy anything there. Right. Anyways. And
You're
then
always just looking.
yeah. Then the last guy, okay, Kevin Hammer. Okay, Kevin Hammer. He is this mysterious mafioso guy, right? And they even say in it he is this Kaiser Soze type figure of the Christmas tree industry. He refuses to be on camera. In the documentary, they kind of sporadically play this phone conversation they had with him. He's very mysterious and he's just, I don't know. Yeah. You get the feeling that he is in some way mob connected. Right. And they talk about how in their history, these families, their history of doing this, how they have had run-ins with the mob. And people have been killed and things like that, right? It gets pretty messy. These people just volunteer a lot of personal information that people don't need to know or don't ask for. Just a lot throughout this.
Something about a camera, man.
So then I was sleeping with this person. Wait.
Yeah, it gets crazy. The people who work for them also, they give them a little bit of time. They have interesting stories and situations as well. Some of them make you question if the people, like they'll be like, oh, this person, the lady, she's wonderful. I love her. I work for every year. But then like the conditions that some of these people are working for them under, it's like, I don't think this is sending that message. But like these people are also like the people that work for the Christmas tree families. They're generational too. They're like, oh yeah, my dad worked for this people, and my kid wants to do this when it's really interesting.
That's
You
cool.
get a lot interesting theme. You get a lot of people in recovery doing this, like are drawn to this for some reason. I don't know the psychology behind that. Like the families themselves. It's
Probably
heavy.
keeps you busy chopping down trees, lifting trees, putting them on cars.
And just like the act of service towards people and holiday and all that, like, you get claymation. Surprise, surprise. You get some claymation reenactments of different things. This was interesting. This was like a good documentary that like you didn't ask for, but it's a good story, and the characters that you get are really interesting people. So I'm gonna give this a popcorn hit. I'm just giving these out like Tic Tacs. Popcorn and 2.
Dang.
Kind of reminds me of a documentary I watched before we did the show on the maple syrup mafia in
Okay.
Canada.
Oh yeah. Don't play around, man.
All right, Josh, what was next for you?
Don't yell at me. I watched something might make somebody mad, but it's definitely a classic killer.
Get to the chopper.
It was on TV. I'm sorry. It was on TV, and Mom wanted to watch it. We watched The Predator, the original Predator.
Mom wanted to see those arms. Those
Oh, you mean
arms, Carl Weathers, Arnold.
You're not talking about the P. Diddy documentary?
Hey, yo! No, I watched the Arnold and the sexual Tyrannosaurus himself.
Oh, Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah. Would you want to bang? You tell me you want to bang the Predator?
Boy, there's not much
Let
to
me
say.
pull those tentacles.
If you haven't seen The Predator, you are stupid. This movie is great. Even for way back then, for it's kind of a horror, kind of a sci-fi, kind of a war movie, very much an action war muscle dude movie. But
Muscle
man,
dude movie.
muscle dude movie. Maybe the original or the original awesome number one. I don't know. Look at my bicep. Literally, that scene happens. So if you haven't seen it, you're stupid. This movie has almost perfect pacing. This movie has more pectoral muscles than you'd ever want to see. It's got cigars. It's got explosions. It's got random, mild, racist remarks about Charlie.
It's got an arm that keeps shooting a gun after it's chopped off.
Oh, it's got a razor that breaks for no reason.
Gigantic lip dips.
It's just good, and it has the opposite of Freddies, where they over-explain. They under-explain in this movie, and I loved it. It was so much of just Arnold seeing stuff happen and figuring it out. And this movie's just great, dude. It's a slow play. Like you find out halfway through that there's a monster out there. It's not, you don't know this probably unless you saw the trailer. And back then, I'm sure the trailer didn't tell you much. This is a great film. I give this a popcorn 3. Predator is a popcorn 3 movie.
Yes.
Woo! For what it is and where it stands in time, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about another movie that should be, or you would think would be, because I want to correct. I don't want to pull a Jordan and play reverso card on you. You would think it would be up for some Oscar, as this film marks the return out of retirement of Daniel Day-Lewis. This is Anemone. And I'm not talking about the sea creature. I'm talking about the flower. And it explains why. And I don't want to do the thing that Josh always accused me of telling you the whole plot. But this is the ultimate independent film. If you don't know, Daniel Day-Lewis came back because his son directed this movie. Super tiny cast. It's got 5 people, like really prominent in it. Like there's extras and stuff, but there's really 5 featured characters. And really, it's a story of Ray Stoker, played by Daniel Day-Lewis, and then it's Jem Stoker, 2 brothers, played by Sean Bean. And you know Sean Bean, I promise I'm not going to explain it to you, but
the guy who dies.
All right. So essentially, you have this brother that lives off the grid in the middle of the forest in England, and you don't really know why. And it starts to tie the pieces together for you about how his life brought him to that point. And Jem, the brother, played by Sean, visits him every couple of years out there to make sure he's okay, make sure he's alive. And this visit is different for reasons that will be given to you later on in the film. But it starts to unspool a very odd tale that I'm not sure is told super well. And I gotta do one thing, Josh. There's this super awkward scene where Daniel Day-Lewis's character goes, "How about some tunes?" And he plays this rock music, and they're just two old men just doing this for like probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, just, it felt like that. In reality, it's probably 5 minutes. But just two old dudes.
You remember when we were younger and there was girls?
It's like it gives you shades like, are these two brothers gonna bone? Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that happens, and you're like, why would that happen though? Like, okay, like there's a lot of angst built up, but why would that happen? Daniel Day-Lewis's monologue, amazing. Obviously, it's Daniel Day-Lewis. Like, his monologue at the end of the film, just like, wow. Like, you're like, Jesus, that's like, it's crazy. Like, when you find out why it is he is where he is and why he won't return to normal society.
Oh, that reminds me. Sorry, that back to Sovereign. Nick Offerman has a similar monologue where you're like, oh, anyway.
That's why you are the way you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get that in this movie, but there's just too much that doesn't make sense. There's aliens for no reason, but it's a dream. It's like a dream thing, or it's not, maybe not an alien, but a spirit of the forest, I guess, is what it would be. But it's just kind of okay. You're trying to show that this person's having an epiphany and stuff, but maybe this is unnecessary. And there's a few moments like that in the film. I'm gonna give Anemone a popcorn, but Daniel Day-Lewis a popcorn and 2. Is that fair for his character?
Sure.
He can only do what he's directed to do. This film's available for everyone on Peacock right now for free. So check it out. Jordan.
Yeah. Let me take a little departure from the Christmas theme that I got going on here and review a former Butter on Top, The Running Man. Okay, the new Running Man. I finally got to see it.
From Arnold to Glenn.
Yeah, it is pretty different. I gotta figure out what that is. It's pretty different, I think, from the original Running Man.
Yeah.
This you guys did a very good job covering this movie already, so I don't have too much to add. But like, yeah, no, I was super entertained watching this. You know, Glenn Powell was fine. Like, I feel like over the top cheesy action movie, like that's his lane for action movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see him really try to be a tough guy, like really in a real action movie.
Not believable. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is unbelievable enough to be like, okay, I guess Glenn Powell can be that guy. It's a cool universe. The thing that really kind of off put me, but then it was hilarious, was Michael Cera's whole character exposition in this. Like, he's giving his details, and I'm like, God, why are they doing this right now? Like, this is too much. This is just too much right now. And then he kind of snaps out of like, oh, anyways. So, and they're like, okay, they did that on purpose. They were aware of how stupid and like a wrench in the movie that this was. Like, that was the point of
but
it.
I love the way that he goes out, like he can't help himself kind of thing.
That
was actually great.
Yeah.
Really sealed his character up.
So, this was a fun movie. Like, I could watch this again for sure. I could put this on the background, watch it again. I'm not mad at it. I give The Running Man a popcorn and 1.
Yeah.
But he's so angry. Josh, what was next for you?
What did I watch? I watched Transporter 3. I'll just make this short and sweet. If you've seen Transporter 1 and 2, just watch those instead.
I'm a transporter. I transport things.
Like, you know how they always try to elevate? They always try to elevate the next sequel. Like, Transporter 1 was great. Transporter 2, they get a little ridiculous, but it was good. Transporter 3, they backtracked. It was like in between the two movies. It was really weird, and it was not good. And obviously, the fight scenes are fun. So if you want to watch it for that, that's what you watch Jason Statham for. And that's about it. It's a popcorn movie. By the way, did you know Jason Statham, before he was famous, was in some Euro techno music video where he was just oiled up in underwear dancing around?
I think I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that. It was like it was in some weird documentary I watched. But yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that. And Vin Diesel too has like
Before
a
they
weird
were
history
famous.
like that.
Yeah, Van Diesel with the Street Sharks toys. Anyway, yeah, Transporter 3, it was, it was standard Jason, whatever. Popcorn.
Standard Jason. I watched a standard animation film that was pretty good. I watched Bad Guys Part 2, The Return of
Oh,
Sam Rockwell and Aquafina, and, all the usual suspects that were in the previous one. But this one, we've got a new character, and this one is a jaguar, and Kitty's got claws. Anyway. Anyway, the movie is fun. The first one was fun. Like DreamWorks can keep doing whatever they want, and I'm probably gonna watch it. They put out good movies.
yeah.
This one is a scene where the bad guys are trying to do right. They don't want to steal anymore. They want to get on the right path, and now no one will give them a chance. And every time they try to get out, they keep pulling them back in. Sorry, that was Macho Man. That wasn't. Anyway, so Sam Rockwell is great with his quips, but I wouldn't say, like Jordan said last week, he seems bored. But for me, I'm sure for a lot of these actors, they're just getting a paycheck. Kitty Cat, the new Panther, that's played by Danielle Brooks. You mostly know her from Orange is the New Black, probably, or Peacemaker. Those are her two big television shows. She's fantastic. I hope she keeps getting work. This movie is, again, just like Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2, a launching pad to just keep making these movies forever. So I'm
Why
sure we're
not?
going to have a Bad Guys 3 and a Bad Guys 4, and they're going to keep bringing back the same categories. But I mean, like, I get it. Why not? It's
Yeah.
fun. It's funny. It's just like Ice Age, like whatever. I think I stopped watching Ice Age after part 3, but still, if you can keep making them, why
They went
not?
past
And if it
3?
keeps making the actors money, why not? I'm more interested in Sam Rockwell's new movie coming out where he's like the homeless doomsday guy. If you guys have seen that trailer
Yeah.
yet. But Bad Guys 2, if you want to sit around and have a family fun movie with the kids, we're going to give this a popcorn and 1. It's got high ratings on the other ratings though. It's huge audience score, huge critic score. It's a fun movie. It is good. You're going to enjoy yourself, but it's some of the same antics as Bad Guys Part 1. Jordan?
I watched the Holdovers, right? Award season darling of last year. Okay, and I was a little surprised to. I know
I
you
think it was my
reviewed this.
number 1 movie of last, maybe, or number 2 movie.
Yeah,
of
I
last
gotta
year.
watch it.
I
I'm gonna watch it
was
this week.
surprised that it was a Christmas movie. I really had no idea. Even like after
Oh.
you reviewed it, maybe I don't know. But
Mhm.
it's good, man. This is good movie. Paul Giamatti, man, he had an Oscar-worthy performance.
Giamatti does not
Why do you
quit,
smell
dude.
like fish?
Yeah, and that's something I can't get over the whole movie. Like once that is revealed, I'm like, wait, that's the explanation for it? He just walks around smelling like fish, and he has some. I
Disease.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it. Every interaction he was having, I was like, I wonder if he smells. I wonder if they smell him. I want to smell him a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I want
That's a little bit.
but he caught a tough break against Oppenheimer, and it just made me question how good Cillian Murphy's performance was in Oppenheimer, because I know I was probably all on board with that because I watched Oppenheimer, right? And I didn't watch this. So I think Giamatti really just deserves that legacy award, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is, how they got to give it to him, but
Character actor of the century for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And did Divine Joy, did she give an Oscar worthy performance?
So I had her up there, but like only the monologue that she has when she's talking about her life and how it ended up the way it ended up, and her
Yeah.
kid. Like, whereas I like that's her moment. Like that's where she could go for it. Outside of that, it was fine. you know, until she has that moment with the tears streaming down and all that.
Yeah, like just her character didn't have a lot.
Mm.
I don't know. I love it was a hilarious movie, right? It's funny is the thing. It really
Okay.
catches you off guard with how it's heartfelt and all that. It's dramatic, but like how funny it is too. The whole I wash my hands of you, metaphorically wash your, that like there's a whole exchange about like the semantics of words and things like that. Like they get into that a lot with Paul Giamatti's character because he's just like the stickler, curmudgeon-y old man, right? And that's where a lot of the humor comes in. The kid, Cesso, right? Dominic Sessa. Okay.
Yeah, Sessa.
He plays the main character kid, the kind of shitty, snot-nosed, total incel vibes, right? Total incel vibes from him. And yeah, it's just a whole examination of like these private school kids and how, they're snotty but a lot of them are like, they're not really there by choice and there's pressure on them and whatnot. It's like, I don't know, Cry Me a River kind of thing, but it's interesting. So this was a fantastic movie. I can't recommend it enough. Go watch this immediately.
All right.
It may not seem like it's for you, but it's for you. You'll like it. Popcorn 3.
It's really sweet. It's a really sweet movie at the same time. Like there's a lot going on, but it's like it's got really sweet tones to it where you really feel the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Josh, it's finally here. The finale of Chair Company is finally here, and we're both completely caught up. And you blame my girlfriend. Let's talk about the Chair Company.
Man. Dude. Okay, so I what is this? Of course we love I Think You Should Leave. Everyone loves it. It's a great show. We went into that, loving that. We went to Friendship, the movie. You guys not so much. I loved it. I think those two things are a primer for watching this show. You must take those in order.
Yeah.
But even having done that, I went through the first episode and it got cold for me. Like, I don't think this is gonna work, dude. You remember we talked about this, Fry? Like, I thought, like the way I felt about Tom Green originally. Like, this is too much. It's way too much.
He's pouring it on real thick right now.
Yeah, it's just too much. And maybe in 10 years we'll be like, oh, it was ahead of its time. We didn't get it. But I kept watching it because I am a faithful guy in that regard for particular people that I love. And I love this guy. I love the writing. And as the show went through, it just got better and better. And I've started rewatching it. It's just jam-packed full of stuff. It's jam-packed. Like, it's constant. The finale. Whoa. Yeah. Let's jump back. Let's jump forward to the finale where they went total David Lynch, total Twin Peaks. And where you think it's going to wrap up, like, oh, he found this, he found that. Oh, they're going to do the thing. Nope. They're going to go 45 left turns. They threw in this guy. They threw in that character. And what, she's involved? How? Oh, wait. And he's like, are you with so-and-so? And he's like, who is so-and-so? You're not even with her. And then like the whole thing, like, they open it up to like, they could make another season. I really hope they do. But because of the way the show is laid out, they don't have to. It's just, there's so much ridiculous in this show. The thing I keep thinking of, it's not even a good example, but like one of the characters, the music he listens to or the tape he listens to.
Yeah, the crew, the podcast or whatever.
Yeah. It's like some Jerky Boys shit where like you're just listening to this guy, but it's not even, there's no premise. It's just this guy swearing. But it's like
dialoguing porn.
But it's not even like, it's not even that. It's like, what'd you do? You shit all over my bed. Oh, you got my dick all over my hands. Like he's saying things that make no sense. And it's just angry, cursing, screaming. And the guy just listens to it incessantly. And he listens to it so much, you can see him mouthing the words because he loves it so much. But it's not funny. It's just... And then like, that same guy, like he's in his apartment and like while he's in this dirty, nasty ass apartment, you just hear from up above, like someone's just screaming, like,
And then it pans over. There's just always a random little dude at his apartment. Like there's just a random guy, and they're friends. And he's just in his apartment for no reason.
And like that's one example of how every episode is packed full of these just ridiculous things that sometimes they're so funny.
How about this one? Popcorn! Popcorn! What the hell? What are we doing?
Oh my God. There's so much. There's so much. It's just full. You can sit there and just pass out laughing. I'm rewatching the season. The season. The Chair Company is absolutely ridiculous. It's kind of black comedy, like dark comedy. Kind of not. It's David Lynch full-fledged comedy. Like David Lynch mixed with Big Lebowski, mixed with a Jackson Pollock painting. It's ridiculous. I go popcorn in 3.
Yeah, it's probably a popcorn in 3. It is all like there's one string, and then I think way better than that. It just wasn't in my key. It's just got to be a pro. There's so many quotable lines.
Oh yeah. There's so much, and it seems like almost every episode the main character's like, "What the is this?"
Yeah, but. Like the last episode does tie so much together from like a Jeep Adventures tour guide company randomly gets tied together through a weird thing that I don't want to give away. And then
there's so much.
Like the very first episode with the chair breaking gets tied back in. The only thing that's frustrating for the wheelchair guy who's weird. Like what is it? A no inhibitions party or something like that?
Yeah. Make mistakes or whatever.
Yeah, like
someone's got to
give a mistake. How long
he gets to have the wheelchair for as long as he wants.
I can get out of whatever I want,
And then the HR guy, they bring an HR guy into the office, and he just like moves in and brings his family out, and like he's just supposed to be there for a week.
He's just got an office.
None of this makes sense. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry, audience.
I want to watch it.
You gotta watch the show. You gotta watch it. It's on HBO. Popcorn in 3, man.
Chair Company gets a popcorn in 3. Tim Robinson, I mean, please watch it because I want to keep seeing what he's capable of. I know it's all fairly similar stuff, but this was so beautifully random.
Brilliantly stupid. Stupid. The part that's tough, though, the first episode's kind of hard to watch because he is a terrible person. So you're having a really hard time hanging on, but you will. Just watch.
Well, he befriends an even worse person.
Yeah. I really like to go to that party. All right. What's next?
Maybe I come in, I have a piece of cake, and I drop off the present.
Oh, man, the way his story ended up? Holy crap. Oh, okay. All right. We got to move on.
All right. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to save one till next week because I think the other cast members are going to watch it this week.
Okay.
And we can all talk about it together. But let's get to, of course, our butter on top, Jordan, is.
It is Avatar Fire and Ash. It's 3.5 hours of James Cameron giving himself a hug.
A hug.
Yeah.
A hug.
Yes.
Yeah. Bring back intermission. Bring back intermission so I can get up, go potty, like stretch the legs a little bit.
Bring back good writing.
Editing.
I will say, though, I watched this trailer, and this looks like the best Avatar. That's not saying much.
I don't know, man. I think the first one might still be it. And I didn't really like the first one, I want to be clear, but the last one was too long as well. Lots of callbacks we talked about, or lots of homages in the second one. Mom, this one's for you. This is my 1990s drunk classic. Obviously, last time, we were in the 80s. We're at the 90s. This is one of my mother's favorite movies. It is a 90s classic. A lot of people would say the chemistry between these two actors was phenomenal, and it was so phenomenal we had to bring them back together. We're going to go ahead and watch Pretty Woman, starring Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Okay.
He thought I was going to say Sleepless in Seattle, this dude.
No, I thought you were going to say Harry Met Sally. Yeah, this is a movie that needs to be a drunk classic, so I'm glad we're watching it.
Sweet. You can watch it with your mommies. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Remember, again, as Jordan said, the butter on top is Avatar, Fire, and Ash. Join us at the theater. As always, you get the popcorn. We got the beer.
Great work, everyone.